Hi everyone, it's Mike. I just wanted to do this video for you today on a new series that I have come up with. The title of this series is the Wild Food Forager. Now, basically what I've noticed on YouTube is there are a lot of people who do things about wild food, and there are a lot of bushcrafters who are actually quite scared and don't know many wild foods. Now, the reason I think this happens is because a lot of the people who show wild foods on YouTube show the complicated wild foods, you know, the ones that can be cross-identified and you know that you can get wrong and stuff like that. And I'm no wild food expert, but by myself I've learned so many wild foods. I'm incredibly surprised with myself, but I've learned loads and loads of wild foods, and they are all the easiest wild foods to identify. So this first video, I know we're inside and you're thinking, yeah, well, you can't find wild foods inside, and you're right. This first video I'm just going over the concept of the wild food forager. So first of all, I recommend two guides for this. One is the Collins Gem Food for Free guide, and the other one is the Ramier's Outdoor Survival Handbook. Now these have, let me find something, stuff like that, drawings in of wild foods. This one not so many, this one totally full of it. Very inexpensive, but has got a lot of detail, you know, and pictures for identification and so on. And then the next thing I would recommend you get is some sort of notebook. This is just a writing away notepad, and I've come up with a concept for this, which is, I haven't got some clue yet, but I need to get some. This is why these aren't stuck in yet. But you get a picture of every wild food you positively identify, and basically what you do is you bung it in your book. So you bung it in the corner here, and you write the title of what it is. You write when you can find it. So say if we take, I don't know, say if we take like the gorse flower there, you would write pretty much all year round, so just all year round. Then you write where you actually first found it, and then you write the uses or how to process it or whatever. So that is your own little wild food guide that you're building up. Now what I will say is, don't just take my word for it on these videos. Make sure you have a positive identification first. But the reason I'm doing this videos is because if you think about it, everyone knows what a dandelion looks like. You know, everyone knows what the hawthorn tree is, and so on. They're all the easiest wild foods to identify, and basically make sure you have a positive 100% sure identification on each one, and then obviously you're going to be fine. You might not feel confident. If you don't feel confident, just leave it out. You know, you don't have to try any wild food. If you don't think it's right, don't try it. So this is the first video of the Wild Food Forager series. I hope you will enjoy this series, and I hope you look forward to watching some more. And remember, if you don't know, don't eat it.